On this, we're joined from Washington by Middle East analyst Sigurd Neubauer. Thank you for joining us. So what's your take on this? Any progress?
I don't want to see myself.
Do you think this GCC summit?
Well, I think that going into this GCC summit, there were a tacit understanding that the Kuwaitis would not host a summit without an understanding that King Salman of Saudi Arabia would attend, as he would be the key arbiter to find a solution to the crisis. And I think that if you look at the past day or so, the Saudi Foreign Minister, Adel al-Jubeir, he was yesterday in Kuwait, where he held talks with his Qatari counterpart. And at that point is probably where the discussions broke down, which prevented at the end the Saudi king from attending the summit today, which everyone had hoped for. Of course, the details of what went on in that meeting between the foreign ministers from the GCC is unclear.
So, I mean, is the GCC finished then? I mean, is it just a kind of a body that meets and it's a kind of they all gather and actually nothing happens, or do you think there is potential for this still to sort of salvage a body that for some people meant stability in the region?
Well, I mean, the premise of the GCC was founded on 6 sovereign nations coming together in 1981 and really forming a bloc for strengthening regional stability, but also enhancing economic growth and together enjoying U.S. protection in a region that is strategically very important to the world economy. There is, of course, no to, in the Khaliji language, if you will, the GCC as it stands today exists, but it is on life support. And instead, I think that going out of this summit, what we're seeing is that we're seeing an alternative bloc that has emerged that consists out of Saudi Arabia, the United Arab Emirates, Bahrain as a junior partner, and together with Egypt. And there will be some tensions between that new bloc that has emerged and the other remaining members of the GCC. How and if that will be changed in the future, we don't quite know yet. But I think another important element to this crisis has been the lack of U.S. leadership, at least a U.S. role at the very end to help shepherd the summit forward.
You mentioned the kind of the alternative bloc forming. What kind of level do you think they are discussing things like matters of military cooperation? What do you think the direction is of that other bloc, if indeed it can be described as that?
Well, I think that the timing of the announcement of this new Saudi-UAE alliance is significant in the sense that it was announced right before the summit was supposed to take place today. But if you look back at it realistically, you'll see that the UAE and Saudi Arabia has fought side by side for over 2 years in Yemen. So the strategic and military partnership between the two countries is there, and it's real and it's actual and it's expected to grow. How that will mount in terms of applying external pressure on the other GCC states, whether it's Kuwait, Oman and Qatar, that of course remains to be seen. But there's no doubt that there's a strategic alliance between the United Arab Emirates and Saudi Arabia.
Sigurd Neubauer, thank you very much indeed for your thoughts on the subject. Thank you.